What's up, everybody? It's Tiffany Stone. We are here, King of the Hammers 2025, and nothing makes me more happy than talking to some off-road families. And when we talk about off-road families and legends, first of all, you gotta think of the Matlocks. And the Matlocks are known for racing King of the Hammers, the Mint 400, and everything down in Baja. But when we talk about the Matlocks, we usually talk about Kristen and Wayne. Today, I want to get to know their sons. They are the future of off-road racing, and we're going to go talk to them and see how they feel about their parents. You guys are the future of off-road racing. You are what we are looking forward to. So now I want to talk to you guys. So Wyatt, want to talk to you? Clayton, want to talk to you? I remember talking to you guys. You were like this big, and now you guys are like towering me. So I have a set of questions, and I have some papers, and this is going to be super easy. I want your honest truth, okay?
Okay.
So let me give these to you guys real quick. All right, one of them says Wayne.
Okay. All right.
And one of them says Kristen. I didn't want to put mom and dad, but you know who each one is. All right. And I've got a set of questions for you guys. You can hold up whichever one you think is the answer or who you guys feel, okay?
Yeah.
Let me get my handy dandy questions right here. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Who is better at picking out the coolest race helmet?
Say my mom.
Your mom? Why is that? What is your mom? Is it because of the pink?
And she usually just picks out the helmets too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
all the
awesome.
time.
All right. Who is better at giving racing advice?
Probably my dad.
Your dad. Why
Yeah.
is that?
He usually co-drives with me and like
Okay.
helps me out on the course.
Really?
Yeah.
Your dad co-drives with both of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
And how come your mom doesn't co-drive with you guys?
She usually is like in the pits,
Okay.
like talking on the radio and stuff.
That's awesome. Perfect. Okay. Who is better at doing donuts in a car?
Ooh, yeah, my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
My mom just doesn't really do donuts that much.
She doesn't?
No.
Okay. What about this one? Who is better at staying calm during a race when they're driving?
Ooh, that has to be my
Your mom?
Yeah.
Your dad. Okay.
My mom.
Why is your mom?
Probably because, well, she like keeps her cool all the time, and my dad, I've had him co-drive with me, and
He doesn't.
sometimes no.
He doesn't. When
Yeah.
you're in the car with your dad as a co-driver, do you think of him still as your dad, or do you think of him just he's my co-driver?
Like every now and then I think of him as my dad, and
Yeah?
sometimes as my co-driver.
Co-driver?
Yeah.
Which one do you like driving better with, your dad or your co-driver?
Co-driver.
Your co-driver.
Yeah.
And then okay, Clayton, what about you? Why do you feel like your mom is or your dad is? I'm sorry.
Just because I try to stay flowy with it and
Okay.
not so rough.
Uh-huh.
And he just keeps better pace and tells me what to do.
That's awesome. Really? That's so cool. I like it. And how long has your dad been co-driving with you guys?
He's been co-driving with me for about like a year.
Okay.
now.
A year?
Same, yeah.
Same?
Yeah, same
okay.
with him.
Let's go to the next one. This is interesting. Who is better at picking the best race strategy?
That has to be my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He usually, like
He has
whenever he's
better lines.
pre-running,
Better
he
lines?
likes to take all the different lines off to the course and likes to experiment with it.
I mean, because if you're not picking the right lines, if you're following, you're not winning.
Yeah.
Is that really it?
Yeah,
You're-
my
if you're
mom likes to
following-
do it too.
Your
but
mom-
my
see-
dad does it more.
But when I think of it, so your mom, I feel like down in Baja just knows everything like the back of her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but your dad is the one, because it is true. If you're following, you're not winning.
Yeah.
So you got to pick those better race lines.
Yep.
All right. We'll go talk about the 1,000 and stuff. So who is better at staying focused on long races? So that short course, like, either the Nora or Baja. Your mom?
Long races?
Yeah, like
I would
long
have
races.
to say probably my dad. actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think your dad?
My dad, because whenever he's like racing, he gets like into the zone kind of,
Okay.
and just like sticks with the race.
Just sticks with the race.
Yeah, and my mom, she likes to like mess around sometimes, and she sticks to it sometimes too, but she like sometimes takes breaks and stuff like
Okay.
at the pits, but my dad doesn't really like to take breaks at the pits. He likes
Unless
to
he
keep going.
has to.
Unless he has to,
Like
yeah.
a re-rack, refuel, any
Yeah,
of that.
refueling and everything like that.
Okay, why your mom?
Um,
It's okay. It's just us. We're having this
Yeah.
convo, just us.
oh yeah, because she always Iron Woman's it. Doesn't have a backup.
That makes sense. Your mom always Iron Woman's it. So when you have to Iron Woman something, you have to have a great race strategy. Your pit strategy's got to be there. You got to stay focused because nobody else is there to like kick you back into it,
Yeah.
I would feel after like 400 miles or something like that, I'd probably like zone out and stuff, and like you have to like be able to get you back in there. And usually your co-driver, which would be your dad, would get you back into that, and you're like, hey, okay, we're focused again, let's do this, or make a funny joke or laugh or something.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be a tricky one, okay?
Okay.
Who is the faster driver?
Ooh, my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Who do you think? Your dad?
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think your dad, is it because your mom doesn't do donuts?
No, well, usually my dad finishes first
Okay.
before her, and then
Okay.
she comes in second usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes. so.
Really? Okay. Here's a good one. Who's the better driver in everyday life? So like grocery store, going to school, your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
Is it because she's safe?
Yeah, she drives us like everywhere too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Your dad doesn't want to drive anywhere?
No, well, he drives us places, but not like to school and stuff
Yeah.
because he's usually
Yeah,
at
he
work.
drives to work a lot.
That makes sense. All right. We're gonna do one more question,
All right.
and then I'm gonna have a follow-up question. I want to see this. Okay. Who do you think is going to overall and win the desert challenge this weekend?
Desert challenge?
Yeah.
Probably my dad.
Your dad and your mom? Let's start. Why your mom?
She hasn't had a clean race in a while.
Okay.
And I just want her to win.
You are so sweet. I love that. All right.
I would say my dad probably because he has a better start right now,
Okay.
and also he got held up by another car, so
Okay.
he might be like feeling with that.
Well, and I feel like here for King of the Hammers, you guys may or may not agree, you can't always follow, like we said. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to be able to pick those lines. You have to be able to pick and like know when you can be able to pass. Yes, we can all pass when we're on the lake bed, but a lot of it in that rock section, that tiny little rock section that the desert guys have to
Yeah.
do, that's where you have to be able to do that. All
Yeah.
right. What is the coolest thing about having a parent who races or who is a race car driver?
I would say the coolest thing about it is like we get to do stuff that's unique and everything, like being out here and stuff
Yeah.
like that, instead of like them having a regular job and being in the city all the time.
Yeah.
It's nice to get outside and
And,
go racing.
and family vacations
Yeah.
are kind of built around racing.
Yeah, family vacations are basically the races,
Yeah.
so it's pretty fun.
And you guys can all do that together.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's cool that we get to do stuff that other kids don't get to do.
Okay.
And it's not an everyday thing that like, oh wow, you just did this, whatever. It's just-
Yeah.
some people are like, wow, that's awesome.
That's really cool. And I guess at the end of the day, it's a different dynamic. Most of your memories are built in the desert. When was your earliest memory of driving in the desert? How old were you? Because, I mean, you're 13 now?
Yeah.
13. So what was it?
I was about like 6 or 7, and
Uh-huh.
I rolled my car on a turn.
Okay. That's the best. I mean, I love that. That's awesome. You got a little bit more Wayne in you, I feel like, because you're like, you know what? I picked this line, didn't work out. What about
Mine
you?
was probably when I was like 5 or 6, and I was racing with, I forgot his name, but I go to school with him now. But I was racing with him on a short course track
Okay.
against other 170s in my little car. It was
Yeah.
fun.
That's
That's
awesome.
my first memory.
That's really, really cool. All right. I know that you guys are 15 and 13 right now, but even though you're this new generation that's coming up, you've been in this race world for a long time. What's one piece of advice that your parents have given to you to be the best driver or the best person out there that you can be?
A piece of advice that my parents have gave me is to always like look ahead in the course and pick strategic lines. Like it's
Yeah.
a mind game. It's not really follow the course and you'll win. It's you have to be like strategic with your lines that you take.
That's awesome. I mean, that is true. It's like you have to commit to that line.
Yeah.
Like commit to it, no matter if it's right or wrong, just commit, because I've done that before. I raced pit bikes. I'm almost way too old, but I raced my first like pit bike race, like a second one. It was a little 110.
Yeah.
And I got the whole shot and then completely forgot what I was going to do after that, and like went over the berm. My feet were over my head. Trust me, like you just have to commit to that one line.
Yep.
And then, you know, when you get that whole shot, you're like, okay, cool, what's next? And then I
Yeah.
forgot. So
Yeah.
what about you?
Just don't always take the straight,
Yeah?
just because if the straight is choppy and whooped out
Yeah.
and the side path is all smooth,
Yeah.
then take that line.
Then take that line. I think, I love that. It's commit, but don't always take the straight line. If it's,
Yeah.
you just got to go. And I think the best thing too, and I think what I'm taking away from this is you just have to believe in yourself that you made the right decision
Yeah.
to take that right line.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. One last one then. what's a piece of advice you would give a younger generation? So somebody that's in the 170, the 200, the 250s, 570s, or even thousands.
One piece of advice I would give a younger person would be to try and race with older kids that are faster than you. Because the only way that you can get better is by racing with kids that are better than you.
Yeah.
Because then you start taking their stuff on and then you get better as you go on.
That is true. I race with 12-year-olds and I'm way older than them and they are way faster than me. All right.
Have a fun race and don't get worked up.
That's true. At the end of the day, and what I love about the youth races is exactly that. When you guys put on your helmet, you're all buckled in, Hans, everything's ready to go. It's race time. But then after, everybody's hanging out, enjoying each other.
Yeah, just smoother's faster.
Smooth is faster. You guys are so right. Thanks to Fox, right?
Yeah,
thanks.
definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you two so much. I'm so excited. I hope you guys had a good time. It was really cool to see if you thought your mom was better, Kristen, or if you thought your dad was better, Wayne. Awesome, guys. It's so cool to see you out here, the future generation of off-road racing.
Thank you.